the new show by CBS. It's one of the new DC shows because DC has had a bunch of shows that aren't connected to the cinematic universe. So they're a thing that happens. And the pilot episode came out on Monday. So I did not have any interest in seeing this show, but I just decided to watch it to see how stupid it was. So after watching this, I just thought I need to talk about this pilot episode. I didn't feel right not talking about it. I don't know why, but it's interesting to me, so I wanted to review it. So that's what this is. And I got the shirt. I just noticed that this is so fitting for this video, isn't it? So Supergirl is basically about this, what's her name? Her like Kryptonian name? I'm forgetting what her name is. I guess it's sort of like an alternate story of Superman in a way, where she's like his cousin and she has to like go to Earth as well. She gets sent there like to protect Kal-El because she's his cousin. It's kind of weird because most Superman stories don't involve a Supergirl in it, so I don't. It's strange. And basically, she's in this different city, it's not Metropolis, and she's basically doing a bunch of heroic stuff. She becomes sort of like the Superman of that city, and she's Supergirl. And this guy, Jeremy Jordan, who she works with, he's played by Jeremy Jordan, he sort of helps her become Supergirl or whatever, and she has like this job, and there's a bunch of people that work there, and it's, yeah. So one of the reasons I actually did want to talk about this is because it's not actually as terrible as I expected. I'm not saying this is good. This is definitely not a good pilot episode, but it's just not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought this would be for sure like a terrible, like, F show, but it's actually not that bad. I mean, this is still bad. Don't get me wrong. So let's start with the actress who plays Supergirl. I mean, she's trying. She's really trying. You can tell she's really trying to work with this terrible script. I'm already getting into that. The script for this, at least the pilot episode, is not good. The dialogue in this is very cheesy, and you can tell that this Supergirl actress is having to work with this, and it's probably really difficult for her because the script is so awful. But overall, I think she does a decent job. I mean, you can't really have a good performance if you're working with a script like this. And another thing about the script that I really hate about this show, probably one of my biggest flaws about this pilot episode, is that it's so rushed. Everything is just so rushed. She's just like, at Krypton. She goes to some other planet. And then they don't explain how she gets to Earth after that. She gets there. And then all of a sudden, she's turning into Supergirl, and Jeremy Jordan's helping her, like, suit up or whatever. And then all of a sudden, there's guys from Krypton, and there's an action scene, and she's helping a plane. It just happens too fast. These characters are introduced way too quickly. She has a sister she helps because she was in a crashing plane accident, and she sort of, like, saves the plane, and the sister is just thrown in there. I didn't care about her at all when she got saved. I was just like, okay, whatever. Because the character development is terrible in this show. There's also like a sort of love interest she has in this show. He's like as bland as 4 from the Divergent series. The characters are just thrown together and you don't care about them at all. Like what the boss of Supergirl and her people she works with, she was really annoying and really not good. And then there's a bunch of like guys from Krypton that apparently were still alive, and they're just thrown in there, and it's like, wait, where did these come from? What is this? It just feels way too rushed, and the dialogue isn't good. Also, the part where she saves the plane, that looks terrible. Like, this CGI is so obvious. But that was already kind of expected. I kind of expected those things to be bad, but there were actually some good things about the show that surprised me. Namely, Jeremy Jordan in this show. In this pilot, whatever, he could get worse, I don't know. But Jeremy Jordan, he's so likable. He's in my favorite movie of the year, the last 5 years. He was so amazing and incredible there. And he's probably my favorite part of the show, actually. He's really funny. There's just something about him that's so likable. He's funny. I like him. I laughed at his jokes several times, and the jokes the other people tried to pull, I didn't laugh at them at all. Maybe it's Maybe it's just something to do with Jeremy Jordan's writing or his acting that made him funnier than the other characters, but he's definitely the brightest spot of this pilot for me. And also, there actually was a surprisingly good action scene that happens between What's-Her-Face and one of the Kryptonian guys. That was actually a pretty well filmed scene. I really liked that action sequence. I thought it was very well done, and there was fighting and stuff and good stuff, you know? Good. But there's definitely times when you can tell that the effects are terrible. Like, for example, when she flies into the air, she's like, it looks like Spider-Man jumping from the first Sam Raimi movie. And it just doesn't look good. And also, I think there were some genuinely good moments, like, later on in the episode. I felt like the episode kept getting better. Like, at first it was, like really terrible, and then it gets better and better to just decent as the episode goes on, honestly. It just, I started to like it more as the episode goes on, but there are still so many problems, and I didn't like most of it. There were only just like a few little things that I liked about the show. And so overall, this isn't a very good pilot, obviously, but it's definitely better than I thought it would be. I can't give this like a terrible grade because I actually want to keep watching. Which that means the pilot actually did its job if it wants me to keep watching. I want to keep seeing if this show actually gets better or not. So if this show does get any better, if it just stays like this same level, I'll probably review the entire season, but for now, I'm gonna give the Supergirl pilot a C+. I think this actually has some potential in it, especially with Jeremy Jordan's character. If this show was all about him, I would so watch it, because Jeremy Jordan is freaking awesome. So guys, I hope you like this really random, probably unexpected review from me, but so like this video, subscribe, and Twitter and Instagram, and stuff like that. And also, I am very excited to announce that I'm going to be doing another short series on the Daniel Craig Bond movies before Spectre comes out. I'm really excited for this. I watched Casino Royale already. I'm going to review that soon, very soon, and I can't wait to bring this new sort of series mini thing to you, and yes, it's good. Yay.